evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We're doing Paladin because Paladin is way behind all the other classes now. It's like 2 or 3 games behind every other class. And we're starting off with the junk rare. I'll take the Assassin. I have had this go badly before, where I take a turn 1, or a pack 1, pick 1 Ravenholt Assassin, hoping to, you know, stay light on the end game, and then the draft gives me nothing but end game. So far, so good, though. We'll just take a Harvest Golem there. Now here I can take for the damage or the card. I'm going to go ahead and take the damage because Paladins have a rough time killing anything before turn 4, and I don't want that to be the case if I can avoid it. Argent Protector I think is more important than Blessing of Kings. And Ancient Mage is alright, but we'll take this on Fairy Protector because it's a good card. It's good early, it's good late. Here, this kind of sucks. Nothing is good. I can take a mediocre Tantra or a mediocre spell damage. Since Paladins have a lot of good 4-mana cards, I don't want to overload that. We'll take the mediocre Tantra here. And here, I'll take a 2-drop over a 3-drop. I could take a good 5-drop, but we'll take another 2-drop. Get that early game going. Hammer of Wrath is great. Knife Juggler is spectacular. Argent Squire is super good. Now, the Pandas are pretty solid for Paladins. In fact, I will take one over the Taunting Bear, although I do like that Taunting Bear quite a bit. Well, I'll take the Wolf for some more buffs. Another Panda, huh? Sure, we'll take another Panda. Alright, I'll take the best 2-drop in the game there. Another Protector. So, okay, so we're doing good on 2-drops game. If we can get some more 4s, 5s, that would be great. So this guy is nice to get some life gain. I will take, however, the Tiger because it drops 2 turns earlier and hits us just as hard, so I think it's overall the safer card to take. I really don't like the Murloc Tidehunter, so I'll take a Raid Leader because I have plenty of 2-drops already. Imp Master is the only playable card there. Blessing of Kings sounds good to me over the junk elsewhere, and a Consecration is very important for board clearing. So we've got Consecration, Hammer of Wrath, and Blessing of Kings. We're missing just True Silver Champion. Now, Noble Sacrifice or Scarlet Crusader. I'll take a Crusader. Although I don't exactly like how many 3-drops I have. I've grown to really like Blessing of Might, so I've got 2 Pandas already. I don't want a 3rd one. We'll take the Blessing of Might there. Very solid card. And Argent Squire is still a very solid card, especially with Blessing of Might. Now here, the Dread Corsair, if I get a True Silver Champion later, it'd be great, but I have no True Silver Champions and only 4 cards to pick after this one. So it's either Humility or the Acolyte. I don't have any card draw at the moment, except for the Hammers of Wrath, so the Acolyte seems tempting. I don't have any removal for anything big at the moment, though, either, so the Humility is tempting. We'll take the Acolyte, because it's an actual creature, but that was a close call. And there's a True Silver Champion! Well, I still think passing on Dread Corsair was the right call. We get a little bit of endgame, which is great, and we actually get another Dread Corsair, which is amusing, but I'm not going to take it over a second Consecration. Consecration is great, and we have a finishing card, the Arcane Golem. So, all in all, I think this actually went pretty well. I've got 3 big creatures, the Stranglethorn Tiger, the Boulderfist Ogre, the Ravenholt Assassin. I think that's enough, actually, when you're playing Paladin, especially with my 2 Hammers and an Acolyte for some cards. I've got all the key Paladin cards, Blessing, True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, and Consecration. In fact, most of them all of them apart from the Blessing and the True Silver are in multiples. And my card quality is high. I've got some tricks with the Pandas. I think this looks good. So, Percival the Warrior. Well, last run was a Warrior run, and I actually played against 2 Paladins. Minor spoiler alert. I crushed them both while saying that Warrior versus Paladin was my least favorite matchup to play against, because the Paladin puts creatures on the board and the Warrior does not, with their respective hero abilities. However, I think probably, you know, the cards you draw ultimately matters more than anything. It's just that if the game goes long, the Paladin is super favored to win over the Warrior, because the continued presence of 1/1s that the Warrior has to keep killing is a big pain. Now, my Warrior run had no Fiery War Axes. I hope that Percival also saw no Fiery War Axes in his draft. And just armors up here like a gentleman. Armors up like a gentleman, I said. Thank you, Percival. Good, Percival. What are you doing? 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 Are you goddamn kidding me, Jesus? Shield Slam. Well, I guess that's a little bit of a victory that he used a Shield Slam against a Knife Juggler, because that means he's not going to use it against what little endgame I have. But that's still kind of annoying. And he's also used Coin, which I guess is good, but damn, that was kind of frustrating. I really had my hopes up after he armored up. Now, why don't you armor up again for real this time, you jackwagon? Yeah, and don't play anything else with your last mana. Good, Percival. Pat, 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 pat. Good, Percival. So we could do Blessing of Kings here, which is amusing to say the least. It would be a 7/5 with Divine Shield. How does a warrior deal with that? Could do Big Game Hunter, but that's an epic. I'm not going to play around that. Slim Execute doesn't work because it's got a Divine Shield. Ah, man, I mean, he'd have to get through the Divine Shield and then damage it and then still have an Execute. We're not going to go for that, though. What we're going to do here is make a Recruit, make a Bloodsail Raider, hit him for 3. Still got the Blessing of Kings here if needed. And I've also got a nice big board of creatures, so I can play the Raid Leader next turn and make another Recruit and get an even bigger board of creatures and have them all be buffed. So I'm trying to punish him in the best possible way for his slow start, and it seems like dealing surprise 4 damage was not as good of a punishment as putting, you know, some bodies on the board. Alright, so the Gnomish Mentor is fine. That will be what I use the Divine Shield on. We'll do Raid Leader here. Pop the Divine Shield. Swingity, swangity, swingity, swingity. And Warrior's not the greatest at dealing with this board. There's too many creatures for Cleave to be that effective. Whirlwind would kill 3 of them, but 2 of them are actually recruits, so it's not that effective either. Brawl, I guess, would be fine here. But that would still leave me with a creature and be his whole turn. He'd have 7 cards to my 6, and I'd have to play. I'd probably give myself the slight favorites odds there. Although, I mean, I'd rather he not have a Brawl. If he just plays his own stuff, that would be ideal at this point. Cruel Taskmaster to kill my Scarlet Crusader. This is a pretty good start. Does he have a Cleave to follow it up? He has an Acolyte. Not exactly what he needs, unfortunately, for him. So what I can do here is kill that and that. Keep the board nice and clear. Play some creatures. So in case of Whirlwind now, he will give me a card from the Acolyte. Same goes for Cleave. Brawl is also less effective because if this Golem dies, it'll come back. And I've got this Panda, which is not super helpful at the moment, but I could do Argent Protector, Panda the Argent Protector, and get 2 uses out of him. Korkon Elite, what's he going to kill? Probably the Raid Leader, if I had to guess. And he's going to get some life now with the Armor Smith. Yep, there goes the Raid Leader, so now my stuff is normal strength. Still, however, this is pretty good for me, because what I can do now is kill this Armor Smith off. Actually, I could make a huge... I'm going to make a huge Acolyte. This is very fun. We get to kill the Armor Smith. We have a 5/6 that draws cards every time it is hit. I'll pop my Raid Leader there. Make a Recruit. Swing for 4. So the card he most wants in the world right now is an Execute that will kill my Acolyte, and it will not draw me a card because it will be a Destroy effect, not a damage effect. All for 1 mana. Anything other than Execute, he's going to have a really hard time, I think, winning. Alright, that's not an Execute. And that is not an Execute. Perfect. Alright, well, let's keep it simple, keep it safe. We're going to Hammer of Wrath this thing, get a card up. We will pop the Divine Shield. Can I actually have 1, 5, 7, 9, 10? Hold on! Oh, I really should have looked for the win. 5, 7, 9, 10. 5, 7, 9, 10. 5, 7, 8, 10. This is 12. This is 16. Yeah, I can't quite win just yet, but I should really be looking for it. So we'll pop the Recruit there. Do this, draw a card. Ravenhold Assassin, that'll be good soon. Swingity, swangity, swingity, swingity. Make a Recruit. Play this guy, protect my Acolyte. He's shown himself not to have an Execute, so I'll keep my biggest creature safe from harm. This does mean when he gets hit, he's not going to draw me a card because it won't have taken damage, but I don't really care about that. Got plenty of card advantage, and I've got this guy now to finish off the game. Elven Archer! He's going to pop the Divine Shield off, and he does have a Fiery War Axe. Well, it's a good thing he didn't have it on turn 2. He's also armoring up before attacking, so lots of sloppy plays here. Drafting an Elven Archer. Wow, okay, I've drafted Elven Archer before. I can't hold it against him too much. We will get a card for this. And a Commanding Shout to draw a card after he's spent all of his mana. So yes, lots of sloppiness all around here. Alright, we're going to play the Ravenhold Assassin. Swing, swang, swung, swingle, and just make a recruit. I don't really care about these guys. The recruit's just as good. 1 damage, it's good enough. And then this guy, of course, is threatening lethal with the help of Consecration, even if he armors up. The Ravenhold Assassin by itself will be enough. Plus, I also can play Arcane Golem, which will go a long way towards busting through pretty much any taunt he could play. If he plays a Deathwing, I could still actually win with Arcane Golem plus Consecration on the nose. Actually, you can't play Deathwing, he's only at 9 mana. Alright, so he's going to slam without drawing any cards. He's going to kill that. Taking 2 damage. He doesn't have a Whirlwind, or he would have thrown the Elven Archer at this. Even so, the Assassin will win. Alright, Abomination. Well, that's cute, but he is dead. So we just play Consecration now. Kill this thing off. Arcane Golem. And swingity boom. Didn't even need the Ravenhold Assassin. Well, that was a pretty strong win as a Paladin versus a Warrior. As a Warrior, I crushed 2 Paladins, and as a Paladin, I crushed a Warrior. The hero ability helped, but mostly it was just I had good cards and good removal. So I am feeling even better about this deck than I felt after I drafted it. My 2s, 3s, and 4s are all equal according to that curve diagram. So I've got a pretty reliable early game. I got Argent Squire on turn 1. I have 2 of Argent Squires. That would be even better. I feel good. I have not played Paladin in a really long time. Every other class has just kind of shot ahead of Paladin. I don't know why. Might just be that I've been picking other classes, or that I just haven't been getting Paladin a lot. It could be that I've been getting Paladin only on my streams and people never vote for it. Azurius. Well, this person is a fan of torrenting. Fine media. Let's go ahead and mulligan our 4 and 3. We'll play this on turn 1 with the coin and buff it on turn 2 if we have to, but I'd rather not. However, that seems to be what will happen. So hopefully her beginning is not super stellar, because there's a lot of openings that will chump this out to bits, and then I'm going to be behind. Pass a turn. Please, no mana worm. Oh no, stop hovering over your cards. You're not allowed to do that, thank you. Alright, good. So that's a big win. Now we play a 2-3. Hopefully she plays a 3-2. I can Divine Shield, kill it, and be ahead. Just like that. If she plays a 2-3, that's a bit more annoying. Gonna be tougher to get ahead that way. Alright, she doesn't have it. Perfect. She doesn't have anything, that's just fine by me. So now what we do is okay, we're gonna play a Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler is more important to play than the Argent Protector is. So now she wants a kill for the Knife Juggler and this, and she probably can't do both with just 3 mana. She has an incredibly slow start. Very, very, very slow start. Usually people will not do nothing for 3 turns. I am going to go ahead and protect the Knife Juggler with the Divine Shield, even though that doesn't use up all of my mana. I feel like the Knife Juggler is so valuable as to be worth protecting. Next turn I can maybe play the Panda, put this guy back into my hand. Cone of Cold might be something that she's been holding on to. She had nothing for 3 whole turns, which is quite remarkable. Mana Worm, alright. Arcane Missiles to buff it up. If one of them hits the Knife Juggler, she can kill it with her hero ability. And that is indeed what's going to happen. And the 2 thing here. Okay, so I could kill this in a variety of ways. My preferred way is the Raid Leader. Kill that Mana Worm, swing for 3. So why that? Why not Hammer of Wrath? Well, because this puts 2 creatures on the board that both have 2 health. If I'd used Hammer of Wrath, I would have gone up a card, but I would have had a creature here with just 1 health, and she could have Fire Blasted it. Next turn I can maybe play Wolf Rider. If the Raid Leader's alive, this will be 4 damage, and I can just go for her face. I mean, 3, 5, plus 4 is 9, she's at 10 health, 7 health. She might just lose to Burnout Victory if she's not careful and doesn't stop my stuff in time. So other than those arcane missiles, she hasn't really had any removal or creatures. So I'm guessing she has just like a bunch of stupid 4 and 5 and 6 drops that don't interfere with anything, and I'll just be able to ignore them and win. That is what I'm guessing, rather optimistically perhaps. She's a mage, so things can go south at any moment, pretty much. But if I am allowed to hit her for 9 damage next turn, she's very likely to lose. This deck has pretty good reach with True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, Consecrations, the Ravenhold Assassin, kind of, sort of. And, you know, even a Wolf Rider here for some charging goodness. Mad Bomber! Right, she's got to get lucky. And she does. All 3 bombs hit my creatures. Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! Oh, man. That, well, if anything is going to win her the game, that's it. So we go up a card here, but the problem is that now she's got the tempo lead. She has 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, so we're equal on cards. I have 10 life on her, but she's first to play, and now I'm on the back foot. Are you motherfucking Mad Bomber. It could have hit her, or it could have hit me. If even one of those barrels had hit her and me, I would have been fine. But no, they actually, all 3 hit my creatures. So both my creatures died. I had to use my whole turn killing that Mad Bomber. If one of my creatures lived, I could have used that creature to kill the Mad Bomber, but instead... Oh my god, this is so fucking ridiculous. I can't even take it. So now I don't have a kill for the Questing Adventurer. It's 4/4, can't kill it. Oh my god, well, I get a little bit of luck myself, top taking a True Silver Champion, so I can kill that Questing Adventurer. But she can kill this off either with the Scarlet Crusader, or sorry, the Shattered Sun Cleric, and have a full 7 mana for the turn. Annoying. Very annoying. Fucking Mad Bomber. She thought about that forever, decided, well, I'm losing. When you're behind, take risks. The risk she took was playing Mad Bomber. That was an appropriate risk to take. I'm just annoyed that it beat all the odds and everything hit my creatures. So Water Elemental coming down the pike hole. Stops me from using my weapon. I guess it doesn't really matter too much because I'm going to use this weapon up anyway. Alright, we're going for broke. If she has a Polymorph, I'm going to be in bad shape. Or a Fireball. But now I'm the one behind, so I have to take risks, and I just have to hope she cannot get past a 6/7 Taunter, meaning no Silence, no Polymorph, and no Fireball. In 5 cards. Let's see it. I deserve a break today. I deserve a goddamn break. After that Mad Bomber nonsense. Well, she's thinking a lot. I think she would have played a Polymorph or a Fireball ages ago if she had one. So my risk, we can tentatively say, might have paid off. She pings my creature, so she does have the Fireball, or else I can't imagine her doing that. Well, she can cobble together 3 more damage on top of this. Let's say a Dark Iron Dwarf and an Elven Archer or something. Nope, no Fireball. Ice Lance. Well, it deserves a well played. So, it's better than a Fireball, at least. That is for damn sure. Alright, she's got a secret, so let's check for Mirror Entity with the Wolf Rider, because the Wolf Rider can just kill itself. It's not Wolf Rider, let's check for Vaporize with that. Or Ice Armor. It's Ice Armor, which, so she's basically just gonna card down. I'm pretty A-okay with that. We'll do the Master and a Recruit. Now, you might say, Boris, why are you making a Recruit when you can play a Fairy Dragon? Well, the reason is, just a Flame Strike, I don't want to lose this Fairy Dragon. And she's not likely to ping, and the fact that this Recruit is pingable is irrelevant because she's going to be pinging this Wolf Rider. So I took an opportunity to get basically an extra card. Every time you use your hero ability as a Paladin, you're basically going a card up because an extra card appears on your side of the board. Stampeding Coda will kill anything, hopefully not the Imp Master. It kills the Imp Master. Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! 1 in 3 odds. I mean, those are skyrocket high compared to the Mad Bomber shit, but god damn it. Really would have liked that Master to live. Really would have liked it to live. So we're going to go ahead and throw a bunch of crap on the board. Because we are, again, a little bit behind. And pass the turn. Oh, my friend just got 6 wins in the arena. I've got this, which will kill the Kodo. Then it can be fire blasted to death, but at least it'll kill it. She's probably going to use the Kodo, though, just to kill my Monty Berserker, because that's a dangerous creature. Or a Flame Strike to kill my whole board and win the game. You know. You know. My quote-unquote endgame is all in the deck. I've still got my Ogre, my Ravenhold Assassin, and my... what's his face? Stranglethorn Tiger up here. You know, I should have played the Fairy Dragon, because then it would have, if it would have been hit by the Kodo would have then dropped to 2 health, and it would have died to Consecration. Let's play Ravenhold Assassin. Let's make a recruit. And we're going for the face now. She now has to spend all of her energy killing everything I play, because with this thing, taking her down to 7, she really can't afford to let any creature live. So she's down to 7, down to 5. That Ice Armor, you know, going a card down, did keep her alive. She will freeze my team, and now she's actually going to go for the kill herself, because this is 11 damage. 12 damage, which is more than half my health. So she will actually be able to kill me if I don't get a taunter next turn. None of this stuff is taunting. And of course I'm all frozen, so can't attack. I need Fen Creeper? This will just add a Consecration. Yeah, I need Fen Creeper, or I can't imagine what else I have. That is not going to help me. Are you motherfucking kidding me? Well, it is possible that she will get bamboozled by this Divine Shield and not kill me. I mean, that's possible. She could ping it, use the Kodo to kill it. But yeah, the Molten Giant plus a ping will win her the game, so I doubt she'd miss that. Blood Knight to suck up my Divine Shield. I'm not going to concede just yet. She might not see that she's winning. No, she sees that she's winning. And she will actually play out extra stuff. She's going to polymorph her own giant. Well, that I think is pretty bad-mannered. That I think is pretty bad-mannered. Azurius, you suck. That was a load of absolute horse shit. The Mad Bomber, the odds that all 3 barrels would hit my creature, I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad. It was 1 in 8. Because there was a half chance each time. A little bit less, though, because if the first 2 barrels hit the same creature, then it was only a 1 in 3 chance the next time. But still, 1 in 8 odds at the worst possible time. If one of my creatures lived, I would have won that game pretty trivially. Fucking Mad Bomber. Honest to God, Jesus. Well, let's move on to the next game. She had some very interesting clutch cards there. She never really got any like normal stuff like Flame Strike or Fireball, but she held on with Ice Armor, Frost Nova, and a Molten Giant. All of those were essential to her victory. Mont, the Rogue. Well, I'm going second, so that's good. The problem is that she is a rogue, and I don't like being a paladin against rogues, because with the use of her hero ability, the rogue cancels out 2 uses of mine. Now, the Argent Squire helps a lot with that, because what the Argent Squire does is probably, not necessarily, but probably she will use her dagger, 2 whole swings of her dagger to kill this Argent Squire that I play. So that will give a reprieve to my reinforcements, perchance. She says greetings first, even though as a rogue you always want to say the greeting second. I think, anyway. These pandas have not actually been that great for me, truth be told. Man, that Frost Nova could have cleared her board and lived. Nope, I had to get Frost Nova'd. So there comes the dagger as predicted. Luckily, I've got this Argent Commander here, so I can, or sorry, Argent Protector. So I can basically refresh my Argent Squire. I could even coin in a Blessing of Might, try to go for aggro here, but let's not get too crazy here. I'd rather save the coin, because a True Silver on turn 3 with the coin is often a strong play. Alternatively, I can actually Argent Protector... Sorry, Sun Fury Protector on my Argent Protector. Jesus, so many protectors. Give it taunt, protect it from the dagger, but no, she's going to end that dream and start the flesh-eating pool party. So I could kill this with Sunfree Protector and Blessing of Might, but what I'd actually rather do is play True Silver Champion. Just to kill this. And then have 4 damage next turn that does not cost me any mana. That, in general, is something I'm a big fan of. Now, if she wants to kill the Argent Squire with her dagger, that would be good. For her and for me. For her, because she kills my creature, but for me, because it means she's spending her entire 4th turn, pretty much, just doing nothing except killing a 1/1. If she plays a real creature like Ascension, I've got the free kill for it, and I can calmly then play my big panda. If she plays something in the middle, I could kill it and play the Taunter here, which would protect the Squire from future daggers, but no, she is going to dagger it and play a Loot Hoarder. Loot Hoarder is pretty clever, because what that does is, I don't really want to use True Silver against it, it's a little bit of overkill. But I might not have anything better to do. Alright, we'll do it. Kill it. So why did I do this instead of making a panda? Well, again, I'd rather have 2 creatures on the board than 1, and this is a good one. It'll hold up against some things, and the dagger, she doesn't really want to dagger it, because then it wouldn't really die except for 2 non-comboed Eviscerate. She's going to play Deadly Poison, though. You can always tell when someone's about to play Deadly Poison is when they remake their hero ability, when they already have 1 tick. So the Deadly Poison is unfortunately pretty good for her. Kills everything I've got, except for this panda. If she had an Eviscerate, she could have killed this as well. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the Imp Master then. Make a Recruit. She's going to be poisoning my Sunfree Protector, so the Recruit and the Imp are likely to live. If she has a Fan of Knives, that would be extremely annoying. If she had a combo Eviscerate, she can kill this. That would be annoying as well, but she probably doesn't have an Eviscerate. She would have played it last turn when she had 2 mana to spare. I'm pretty sure. Archmage, pretty good card for her. I'm not really going to get up to 7 damage anytime soon. Kills my panda, lives to tell about it. That's just a really strong card, and especially now if she can do Backstab or Fan of Knives, that would be very good for her. Okay, well, I'm going to do this and this. So why am I not playing the panda? Well, because I'm gambling. She's going to use the Archmage to kill my guy, drop down to 5 health, and then I can, like, use Blessing of Might, plus another Recruit or another 1/1 to finish it off. If she fans the Knives here, though, I could be in a lot of trouble. Or Blade Flurries. Sorry, Blade... Yeah, Blade Flurry, that's the card. Not Blade Fury, Blade Flurry. Does she have another Deadly Poison? Please tell me no. Please tell me no! Alright, that's fine. That's a junky card. So that was just all total junk for my opponent here. I'm A-okay with it. Just gonna get rid of one of my 1/1s. Now here I gotta consider the possibility of trying to burn her out as well. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3, 7 damage, 9 damage. She's at 6 health. That's probably unwise. I think we'll just keep it simple, keep it safe. Let's consecrate. We can kill this. Kill this. We can do that. Kill this. Swing at her face. And go up a card. Rather than playing this, I want to try to get, you know, as much mileage as I possibly can here, because I am a little bit behind on cards here with her having a hand of 5. My endgame is a Boulderfist Ogre, Stranglethorn Tiger, and a Ravenholt Assassin. Wouldn't mind seeing any of those cards right now. Wouldn't mind it one bit. Argent Commander, not the best way to kill an Imp Master, but it is a way. It'll do, I suppose. If I'd played this last turn, I could kill this as it is. I'm not going to be able to kill this thing, and it will kill my panda, which is kind of annoying. I have another panda. Alright, so we're going to do that. Play the panda, and unfortunately I cannot play my other panda. So I'll just make a Recruit, make a Raider, and call it a day. Every bit of damage I can squeeze through makes a big difference here. I've already used True Silver Champion, so I really need the Ravenholt Assassin or the Tiger to get through the bulk of the damage that I need. Possibly an Ogre, but because the Ogre doesn't have stealth, it's vulnerable to things like Assassinate and Sap and whatnot. I don't mind the Wind Fury Harpy too much. It's pretty expensive. Takes up most of her turn, and I don't mind that she has something to deal a lot of damage because I've got plenty of health, so I've got some leeway in that regard. Alright, so we're going to play Knife Juggler, and I might say, Boris, why are you playing a Knife Juggler if it hits the Acolyte? Isn't that bad? Yes, but we've got to push through what we can here. And if the Knife Juggler, you know, gets lucky and hits her in the face a couple of times, that would be great. And in fact, it did. So now, let's see if he gets lucky one more time. Wow. All three went on the face. That's actually a huge deal. 1 in 27 odds that would have happened. Now she's very close to death. Hammer of Wrath would almost finish her off. I've got 2 of them in here. I've also got a Tiger, which would kill her, and a Ravenhold Assassin, which would kill her. She really needs to hurry with this Inferior Harpy. Now, if she does get something like a Cold Blood or something on it, she could actually deal a shocking amount of damage and almost kill me, but then she'd also have to clear my board because I've got her dead. If she doesn't. Alright, looks like she has a Fan of Knives or a Blade Flurry. That would be the only reason she'd hit the Knife Juggler like that. She uses the Harpy to kill my stuff, so she's not getting any damage through it all this turn. Drake makes no difference to anything unless she gives it Taunt. Fan of Knives to clear out all the rest of my stuff. Draw a card, and Big Game Hunter for nothing. Okay. So Tiger and Ravenhold Assassin are the cards I most want to see. Ogre, she can team up and kill the Ogre. It's not going to help. Alright, there's the Assassin. Perfect. So we do the Assassin. Drop our recruits. Now she has to have Taunt. Although, if she does get Taunt, then my way of winning pretty much relies on getting both Hammers of Wrath, because I'm not going to be able to push through 2 creatures, I don't think. If these get Taunt with the Defender of Argus, either one of them by itself would kill my Assassin. The other one would stick around. I'd have no way of getting through the damage. If she straight up plays a Taunt like a Sunwalker, that also would be incredibly strong. Really, any Taunt here would be just incredibly good for her. Roman Champion doesn't do anything. She needs a Sun Fury Protector now, or a cheap Taunter to survive. That is neither of the above. She needs a Goldshire Footman to survive, or a Shield Bearer. Shield Bearer? Nope, she's got nothing. And there's the Hammer of Wrath for the kill. Thank you, Knife Juggler. That was actually kind of close against Mont, but luckily she didn't have enough taunt. Mont didn't have enough taunt. So we sneak another win. Man, I thought this deck was really good, and after the first game, I was really convinced that it was good. But now I'm wondering if it's actually not that good at all. Also, what am I doing? I normally only play 2 games in a video. We've already played 3. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe, and I'm going to stop this video here. We'll play the rest of the games of this run in an upcoming video. See you soon.